Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and in this video I'll be talking about, yes, GPU prices are finally dropping. I have seen more listings of well-priced GPUs today than I have in probably 10 or 11 months, so that is great to see. And also I do want to talk about Middle-earth Shadow of War and an interesting development with that game dropping its microtransactions. So I'll talk about that after, but first let's talk about some GPU prices that are dropping. Now, I do have to mention that I've noticed a lot of fantastic deals for GPUs today especially, but they are going out of stock very quickly, so I don't want to get anybody too excited. But the fact that these GPUs are being priced at this range, even for a window of an hour or two that they are available for, and then the demand is just so high that they go out of stock, still the fact of the matter is that these GPUs were available for these prices. So let me go over some of the prices that were available. Over at Nvidia's website, they essentially had all their GPUs down to MSRP. The GeForce GTX 1060 Founders Edition was down to $299, and that is the 6GB model, so a $300 1060. While it's not an exceptionally great deal, that is much better than I've seen in recent months. Better yet, you could have picked up a GeForce GTX 1070 Founders Edition for $400 flat. That is an excellent deal for a 1070, comparatively speaking to recent prices. Now, the 1060 and 1070 specifically are out of stock right now. However, the GeForce GTX 1070 Ti is still in stock as of the recording of this video. Now, by the time you guys are watching this video, I very much expect these GPUs to be out of stock, but as of recording, the 1070 Ti is at $449. That's a fantastic deal, and then the 1080 Founders Edition is also in stock. That is at $550. Those are all great prices, and it does say that if you buy these GPUs, it would take around 2 weeks to ship, but still, these prices for these GPUs are excellent. The 1080 Ti is also available at $700 flat, and then the Titan XP is $1,200. And outside of those deals, Best Buy had a PNY 1080 for $600 flat, and then Newegg, this isn't as great of a deal, but they had the Asus ROG 1080 Strix for $650. Now again, by the time you guys watch this video, chances are all of those GPUs are out of stock, but this is the most positive sign I've seen in terms of GPU pricing in a very long time, so hopefully this trend continues. I just want things to go back to normal. I don't see anybody talking about building PCs right now. That's a gigantic problem for the market, not only for those of you that want to build PCs, for those of you that want new graphics cards, for people like me that are content creators. Why even talk about GPU hardware when it's just out of everyone's price range? So I just want to see GPU prices stabilize, want to see them get back to where they were. I mean, how great would it be if the market stabilized to the point where 1070s were available for $350, progression was made in the market, and then instead of every 6 months prices going up, every 6 months prices consistently go down. That's how the market's supposed to work. And I just want to get back to a world where that is possible. Hopefully, these are signs of things to come. Nvidia has said in the past that they expect GPU prices to either stay at this point or even increase until Q3 of 2018, and that was just their projections. It could go even higher than that, but I really don't like to listen to anything the manufacturers and creators put out. I just like to analyze the market itself, and right now the market does seem to be at a positive trend, even though the 1060 and 1070 are out of stock. The fact that a 1070 was even in stock at $400, that's fantastic, and hopefully things just continue to improve. Okay, enough talk about that. I also want to give you guys a little bit of an update on Middle-earth Shadow of War. I know this game is a little bit older, but it was one of 2017's biggest games, and interestingly enough, Monolith, the developers behind the game, put out a post in their community forum announcing that they are dropping microtransactions from the game. They said that it kind of damages the Nemesis system and the integrity of the game, which is what we've been saying about microtransactions forever. Not only does it damage the integrity of actually playing a game, it actually influences game design. I mean, you look at a game like Assassin's Creed Origins, which was one of my favorite games of 2017, how that game was designed, microtransactions had an impact on it. I know Ubisoft never outright said that, but if you actually analyze that game and how it almost requires you to do side quests to progress in the main story, that should never be a requirement playing the game. So that was something that really disappointed me, and with Middle-earth Shadow of War, microtransactions were a big factor in why that game got such a negative reception. So now that they're dropping it, that's pretty cool. They're also updating the game a lot, adding more narrative to the game and doing some gameplay tweaks. So that's always good to see. I like developers taking community feedback and then improving their game upon that. Hopefully everything with microtransactions microtransactions, I know that it's going to be a part of gaming for the foreseeable future just because there's money to be made with it. There's people that are investing more and more money into microtransactions, and guess what? Gaming at the end of the day is a business. I can understand it from their perspective, but at the same time, you can't let microtransactions damage the integrity of the game. And with some of these games are being damaged from a fundamental standpoint because of microtransactions, and that's just unfortunate to see. We need to stop that before it gets overblown, and with Shadow of War, it looks like all of the complaints actually led to positive changes. So keep complaining, keep letting your criticism be heard, because this is great to see. So that's gonna conclude this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and would love to hear what you guys think. What do you think about GPU prices, at least from today? It is looking a lot better. Again, a 1070 for 400, a 1066GB for 300, a 1070 Ti for 450, a 1080 for 550. These are solid prices, and actually prices people can afford. So let me know your thoughts on that, and also let me know what you think of Shadow of War removing microtransactions. A great step in the right direction for that game and gaming in general. And of course, if you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.